Alright guys, so here is the quadratic functions. What we're just going to do is review what we've already been working on Friday. So we're just going to go in, this is the new page of notes. I'm going to do 2 problems with you in the video, and then I'm going to come over and talk to you just on the other problems that are on your worksheet. So this is just review. Again, if you need to refer back, these are the steps on how to write the quadratic function, but we're going to talk about it and talk through it. I had you write things on your notes on Friday, and so I just want to review that. So every single time we write a quadratic function, we always want to check our differences first. So notice our x's are all the same. I'm going to start from the bottom. 7 minus 5 is 2. 5 minus negative 1. So this is where I really want to make sure y'all are knowing how to plug this in. So you're going to do 5 minus negative 1, enter, and you get 6. So on here we're going to put 6. Again, bottom minus top. So negative 1 minus negative 11, enter, and you get 10. So none of these are the same. We're going to go to now the second difference. So again, bottom to top, 2 minus 6 is negative 4. 6 minus 10 is negative 4. This is the same. You call that the second difference. Before we want to do anything else, let's go ahead and go back. We don't see where our x is 0, so we want to go back to it. So going back here, that means I've got to go back negative 4 here. So 10 minus negative 4 is 14, which means I need to go back 14 here. So I'm going to type in my calculator, negative 11 minus 14, and hit enter, and we're going to get negative 25. So this right here is negative 25. Before you do anything, please go backwards first, then work on there. So our first thing is we want to find a. A is always going to have a 2a in front of it, and it's going to be equal to my second difference. So it's going to be equal to negative 4. So to solve for a, we're going to always divide by 2. Oops, sorry about that. Divide by 2. So a equals negative 2. So that's the first thing. Then we're going to solve for c next. C is always going to be where x is 0. So right here, so my c value, this will show up, my c value is equal to negative 25. Okay, and then finally, the last thing we're going to do is get our b value. This is the trickiest one. So to get our b value, you're always going to go, let's see, that doesn't show very well. Sorry, I want to make sure we get something that, we'll get this. Yeah. You always want to go where x is 0, and you're going to look at that difference that's right there. So you got 14, so we're going to have a plus b. This is going to stay the same. The a plus b will stay the same. What's going to change is the number it's equal to, and that's always going to be where your x is 0. What is this first difference? So x, that's 14. And then we know that a is negative 2. So negative 2 plus b equals 14. We're going to add 2, add 2. So b equals 14 plus 2, which is 16. So we found a, b, and c, which creates our equation. So then I'm going to write it. I've got y equals, keep touching a button, that's my bad. Y equals negative 2, so this is that. X squared stays the same. Then plus 16x, comes from right there, minus 25, comes from that negative 25. So this is my answer right here. All right, let's try the next one. So again, notice my x's are the same. So we're going to then now look at going upwards. So 10 minus 2, that's 8. 2 minus 0, that is 2. And then 0 minus 4, that's negative 4. These aren't the same, but our x's are, so we're going to go one more. We're going to come out. 8 minus 2 is 4. 2, or sorry, not 4. That's my bad. It is 6. 2 minus negative 4 is 6. These are the same. This is the second difference. Then I'm going to look. My table's got a 0 in it, so I don't need to work backwards at all. So then my next thing I'm going to do is now use those formulas. So first 2a, always 2a, equals what's my second difference? 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2, a equals 3. Then I look, here's where x is 0. My y is 4, so c equals 4. And then finally, the last one that's the trickiest, we've got a plus b equals here's where x is 0. What is that difference? Well, it's -4. I know that a is 3, so 3 plus b equals -4. We're going to subtract 3, so b equals -7. Okay, so those are my 3 letters that I need. I'm going to go in and write my equation. So y equals, I've got my a, which is 3, x squared, my b, which is -7x, and my c, which is 4. Notice these signs here, or whatever signs are on my number. Okay, so there's your answer. Now we can always check this, and I highly suggest you do it. So if we take this equation, we go to our calculator, we go to y equals, we're going to type in that exact equation. So we're going to type in 3x squared, and then -7x, and then plus 4. So plus 4. I'm going to go to second graph. This takes me to my table. So notice when x is 0, y is 4. Well, is that true? Is x 0? Is y 4? Yes. X is 1, y is 0. Is that true? We're going to go back. 1, 0. So then we want to see is the next one 2, 2, and then 3, 10. 2, 2, 3, 10. So we've done this correctly. So please always check yourself. Now that this video is done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to now show you the next one. So we're going to start with number 3 altogether.